Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of Perspective with Big Bro. I'm your host, comedian Lonnie.
I'm the Flash.
How you feeling, black man?
I am nifty.
Nifty.
What's going on, man?
Man, not much. You know what I'm saying? Just wrapping up the end of the year. You know how it be.
This is episode 102.
102.
Damn.
Just like that. A year over.
Yeah. 3 more weeks.
We in them high hundreds now. We in the hundreds.
The
Episode wise.
The Indonesia.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What them folks can expect for the topic today? What we talking about?
Man, this right here is a very, very touchy subject. This is, a lot of us, they say 64% of people in our community raised by single parents. Mm-hmm. A majority of them are boys.
Uh-huh.
So today the episode is called Boy Mom.
Boy moms.
This is not mama's boys. This is not dad does, so you got to deal with it. Mm-hmm. This is boy moms. Why you want to talk about boy moms? Because I'm a boy mom.
Break that down for us, preacher.
Boy mom, I say it consists of 5 moms. It may be a 6, but 5 moms. The mom one is, I gave up everything for you. Mm-hmm. You the reason why I ain't where I want to be. Mm-hmm. That's mom 1.
Okay.
Mom 2 is, they want their son to be handsome, be cute and handsome. Mm-hmm. Got hair like Fraggle Rock. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And
Treat him like the pretty boy.
Treat him like he their husband. Mom 3 is the sports mom. She only love her child because he play all the sports. Ooh, they did all the sports games, but she don't put that kind of work in him doing his homework assignments.
He all American athlete.
But
boy can't read.
Boy can't read. Know what I'm saying? That was 4. 5 is the husband, boy, the son husband.
So she dating her. She
dating her son.
She's dating her son.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about those characteristics of moms?
First off, they're all characteristics in which I've seen. Some in close proximity, some a little further away. Let me see here. The sports mom I know very well. I wasn't one of those, but I know.
Those have the mom in our communities. Mm-hmm. Ooh, he sports this everything is sports.
Mm-hmm. But they quick to complain when things ain't fair. They always damn near right there on the field with the coach. You know what I'm saying? They super involved. You know what I'm saying? They making us. They with the spaghetti dinners. You know what I'm saying? Before the big games and all of that.
They bring the snacks. They're like they're overly involved.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then it's funny because about the sports moms, you always see the dad. He show up, but he really be in the back. Mm-hmm. Like he don't be there, but like they ain't together.
I mean,
but he'll show up.
Like sometimes if you have this if you got the sports parents, boy, it's over. That kid is hard to even contain.
It's an enormous amount of pressure too when you got the sports parents,
because he's never wrong. Because the goal is to get him to A. Mm-hmm. Just like a lot of people talking about Jackson State. That's the big topic right now. Deion Sanders leaving Jackson State. Mm-hmm. And they said, well, what about all the kids that was going to Jackson State for Deion? Yeah, because the kids were going to school. Reason why they went to Alabama, they were going to Alabama because they wanted to play football on Sunday. They were going to Georgia because they wanted to play football on Sunday. They weren't going to Georgia because they wanted to get a good education. Their goal and their job is to play football. Mm-hmm. That's their whole mindset. That's why if you tell them to have a backup plan, they look like you're ridiculous. Mm-hmm.
What's the other moms you had?
Okay.
Recap. Well, we'll just go. Which one you hate the most, or which one do you dislike the most? Or you have the most experience? It can be any of those.
I've seen all of them. Mm-hmm. I've been around all those types of moms. And what happens is a lot of times those moms they're kind of it's to the detriment of the child. Mm-hmm. Some of those moms they're not raising men. Like when I say the son, her husband, you know what I mean? She's not teaching him how to. How can I rephrase this? How can I phrase this? Most of these moms, they say, can a mom teach a man how to be a man? You know, like I say all the time, men come from maturation. You just got to teach your son how to be a good person. But all of those moms, the character trait of most of those moms is when it comes time to discipline the child, they don't want the child to be disciplined. Or if they can't handle the child, they want to put them. They want to say you got ADHD.
Oh yeah, that's the
But
quick cop out.
That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And also, I sent you the thing earlier. We gonna play the clip. We talking about Jada Waiter, the girl.
Oh, you got to pull it up. I ain't on social media this month. Trying something new. We'll be back in a brief moment. No, just kidding. But those ones that I think I know what you're talking about too. As soon as you play it,
Bro, what do we gotta have to have Jada though? What do he gotta have? Like, what's on the list? Like, give us a checklist. But
I feel like to be good, you gotta be hood. I don't want nothing that's not hood. You gotta carry it. If you don't carry it, I don't want you in my space.
Jada, like, he couldn't be like a soccer player, like a $1 billion soccer player. Like, he gotta have that like gangsta greasy to him. But you are like a suburban girl. Like, you're suburban.
I know. I literally am a suburban girl, like private school, Catholic school. But I always was attracted to.
So you just like a thug thing.
Yeah.
Okay, like what do you gotta look like? Do you want him to have like a nice physique, like, or he?
I like ugly.
Just
cute.
a gun. That's all that he needs.
Just an ugly.
I'm kidding y'all about the gun. Like y'all are drag.
Bro, what do we gotta have?
She kidding about the gun.
So
We're doomed.
but she's a mother. So a lot of these boys, they become the man that their mama want.
The vision of their mom.
The
vision that their mom has for them.
Yes, the vision of what
Or what they think a man is.
Man should look like. So he said, what if you got a millionaire soccer player? A guy who's safe. A guy who works hard every day and he's not. But she come from
Suburbs, Catholic school.
But she's on the internet and got millions of followers.
She got influence.
So basically, she doesn't come from that. She basically doing something. You know what I'm saying? She's playing a role that all these little young girls are following. But it's not. It's more so about she has a son. So she was on there getting ready to twerk, and her son was blocking the camera. Your son see everything you do. See, y'all are boy moms. See, believe it or not, your sons see you too. I know somebody gonna say, well, if the dad was there, this, that, and the other. I feel like if you and the dad, y'all at 13 or whatever, 12, 13, I feel like if he's an involved father in this situation, he need to live with daddy.
This is only funny you bring this up because I recently talked to a girl who is a boy mom. He off the chain. And of course, first excuse, he got ADHD.
Yeah,
because I got it too. So she self-diagnosed him. But she was telling me, first off, he was kicked out of daycare at 4. Then he was kicked out of school at 5. Went to another school, got kicked out of there too. Told his teacher that he wanted to kill himself and some other crazy stuff. And I looked at her and I was like, well, where do you think he got it from? She was like, I ain't never said that in front of him. But somehow, y'all have said the same exact thing. So it's just passed through the DNA. Whatever excuse you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And then these be the same girls that when they get older and they start dating, they was the ones that said, "Who raised y'all? Why are y'all?" You just repeated the exact same cycle.
Yeah.
Just like that. That's every time. I don't know what we're gonna do. We are screwed for the future of everything. We're not raising any type of men. We raising the boys to be women, to be soft. Everybody in their feelings, or they got this emo personality,
and that's why the guys are. That's why they shoot. Then they say, well, why the men ain't so involved? Because y'all ain't never listened to the leadership from day one. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, he supposed to just listen to the leadership. Mm-hmm. Man, I was watching the late great Kevin Samuels today, right? Mm-hmm. Kevin Samuels was talking about I was watching, and he had a woman on there who was in her mid to late 30s. You know, the new phenomenon now in this generation is there's not that many single teenage moms anymore. Those are not the women who are having kids. Mm-hmm. You know the women having kids?
Who?
The 30-year-old college educated women. They're the single moms.
Damn, you hit that right on the head because the girl I was talking to, yeah.
No, those are the moms.
Yeah.
They said that's the new, right now, I was looking at it this morning, man. I wish I would kind of kept my notes. But they said these are the new generation of the new moms. Mm-hmm. The 30-year-old single college degree women having kids out of wedlock. Mm-hmm. Because since they can't get along with a man, and this the last chance they got to have that perfect ideal of what they want a family to be like. They want two babies. So they're getting pregnant. And someone's gonna say, you can't get pregnant. Yes, you can, because if you're getting pregnant, ain't nobody getting you pregnant. Because you're having it. Because you got pregnant don't mean you have to stay pregnant. Mm-hmm. So you're having these babies.
But that's against their religion. So they kinda go through with it. Yeah. And God told them.
Fuck them. That sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying? So what ends up happening is, like Kevin Samuels said, you be pregnant longer than you and the dude actually was involved with each other. Mm-hmm. You be pregnant in a month and a half. Mm-hmm. But it takes 9.5 something months to have a baby. So you've been pregnant longer than you even been involved in him.
Yep. You don't even know the dude.
But the reason why you're doing it is because you're college educated. So therefore, that gives you a challenge. It's a challenge to raise this baby. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Then once you're tired of the challenge, now mama got a life too. Mm-hmm. Like I said before in the last podcast, this is the world we live in right now. It's so crazy. Everything you see is somebody fine ass mama who don't look like somebody mama. Mm-hmm. Fuck, do you look like somebody mama? Do you act like somebody mama?
That's the kicker.
Are you turning the club down to stay home with your kid to help your kid read? Mm-hmm. Or what? So where did that at? The CDC say the black fathers are the most involved fathers out of all the fathers. That's what the CDC say. You know what I mean?
That's all perspective to them.
Yeah, cause
depending on where
because that nigga not an involved father. Because the nigga you had a baby was not an involved father. You're mad because you think all of them are. But let's think about why he's not involved. It doesn't matter because it's still he should try. Well, if you a fucking asshole.
And you hard to get along with.
You're hard to get along with.
No cooperation skills.
You cooperate. You terrible. You lying. You scheming. You doing this. You doing that. Mm-hmm. What make you think a nigga want to be involved with you? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's wrong for men to choose? Like, I don't think it's wrong for men to choose themselves.
No, hell no.
Especially in toxic situations
hell
like
no.
that.
I'm telling you something. I would tell you, tell my son. I would tell men, you better choose yourself. You know what though? Cause she gonna choose her
every time. Cause
when she don't feel like being bothered no more, she gonna find somewhere to ship him off, or she gonna give him medicine to make him docile like a woman. Mm-hmm. See, ADHD women want little boys not to be boys; they want them to be little girls. Mm-hmm. Cause little girls are easier to deal with. Mm-hmm. In the grand scheme of things, that's what they think. Because he jump around. He get in trouble at school. He do this. Why he don't sit down?
Now, this is a hot take. It's a hot take. I'm prefacing it now, but hey, I just think this is something we need to talk about. Now, I have noticed that there's been a rise there seems to be a rise in homosexuality. My theory is a lot of it comes from the single motherhood.
Well, no, though, I don't believe that that's particularly true. I believe that it comes from being all over the place.
But single motherhood is all over the place.
Exactly. Or a toxic relationship all over the place. Not just single motherhood. You can be married and still be in a toxic situation and all over the place. So you find something you gravitate to. Me personally, I feel like it's a gravitation. I'm not saying what you like, whatever, because you can still like that and still be a man. You know what I mean? Or like that and still be a woman. You know what I mean?
True.
See, but the problem is now you don't gravitate to it. You don't want. You know how some people find an interest, and now they all the way in their interest. You know what I mean? They just throw themselves into it because once again, go back to the word I feel.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. I guess in more reasons why I say that as well is because a lot of women operate in feelings.
Yes, because once again, they go back to the 30-year-old college educated women are having children more out of wedlock. The 30-year-old college all about everything about this is oxymoron. So you mean tell me you bypass getting teenage pregnancy? You bypass the fun time in your 20s.
In your 20s.
To
the whole face and all that usually.
To now you're in your 30s. You don't accumulate all this financial debt with these 4 and 5 different degrees that you don't work in because you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to be a Instagram talent.
It's easier to have a baby than to figure out how to work with a man and build something.
Because you can train him to be what you want him to be. And he got to be what you want him to be because you had him. Goes back to the first boy mom. I had you, so you supposed to do everything I say because I can't get Joe Blow to do it. I can't cooperate with him, but I ain't got to cooperate with you.
Because I can tell you what to do. Because I'm your mama. And what I say go.
What I say go. This is my house. This is mine. This is mine. That you eat my food.
I disconnect the cable. I turn the lights off.
I do everything. So I'm gonna walk in here and tell you. I'm gonna give you the rules because old boy wouldn't comply by my rules because I couldn't lead him because that's not my proper place. Instead of getting in your place. No.
But also the crazier part about it is the trauma in which they're operating out of because more than likely the son looks like the dad. So
yeah,
you get these.
But not even look like the dad. He's just a man. Because you never got along with men.
Yeah. Yep. It's a vicious cycle.
So you never got along with men. Then what they're gonna say is, well, so what about the men who just come together and help and but these little niggas don't want to listen to nobody.
Nobody.
These little niggas will see little brothers, they'll see somebody in their life, in their community doing good. And then when somebody called them, kids gravitate to what they want to what they want. They say, well, that nigga joined the gang because the gang was fucking with him. Yeah, because he wanted to be cool like the gang. Now, if we put more emphasis on what I just said about Jada's a beautiful woman. See how fine she is? And she said she want a nigga with gun, right? So all the little boys who want a woman who look beautiful like Jada,
Gotta have a gun.
They gonna go get them one.
Yep.
Oh, I was just playing. No, you weren't.
Yep. First of all, it don't even matter if she was playing or not, because if they cut that clip right before she say I was just playing, that's the headline.
The little boys.
That was the headline.
Why you think little boys be out here in the street fucking up, being at Atlanta Station at midnight? Why you think they do that? You know why? Cause the little girls they like it. They mamas date men who are like that. Then when they become at a certain age, they start looking for the woman that they like. We talk about it on our last episode. That's what happens. But it's a vicious cycle. Everybody is involved, but the thing is, all you hear is, oh, because men ain't there. So if a nigga tell you he don't want to be a dad, don't make him be one. That's very cut and dry. Oh, he got me pregnant. So you mean to tell me your 30-year-old college graduate self?
But I'm telling you, they make it sound like we tie them down, and they ain't got no choice. They was in a cage and in a basement for 9 months, and they ain't just.
No, prior to that,
Yep.
you was waiting.
The last hurrah.
You was waiting on the opportunity to do this. You were waiting.
But then it's even the crazier part is that so now the way that they raise the little boys, you can't never tell mama nothing. You can't talk to her. So then you can't talk to women.
So now you can't get along with women because
And
now
you become the problem.
Because now once again you want a woman like Jada, knowing your natural state is not to. You may be a good kid. You may not even be into all of that. But get what though? The little girls like it. The little girls like the
bad boys.
If y'all start raising y'all little girls to like little boys that say yes ma'am and no ma'am and yes sir and no sir, walk their pants up and everything else, guess what all the little boys start doing?
Doing right. They will start doing right. Women dictate a lot of the culture. They dictate a lot of the culture.
When the girls in college start giving the guys in college play instead of the niggas in the projects play, guess what's gonna happen? Guess what little guys gonna say? I want to go to school. Cause I ain't no way I can get her.
If we start prioritizing the right stuff,
Yeah.
sending the right message.
And not getting no money. See, getting opportunity. The key is to try to put yourself in position to get opportunities to get some money. You know what I mean? But we don't do that.
Never. What's some of the other moms? I want to touch on them all if we can. I know you said okay. Got the sports mom. We did that one. The mama who the first one was the one who held back, or
having the kid held them back.
Yeah, held them back.
Well, the other mom is I want my son to be my king. We talk about that. We really touch all of them. And
these are the ones that create the mama's boys. Damn, you had said the ones that date them. I think we talked about it, but the ones that date them. But even that is crazier because I've seen guys when they get into relationships because their mom was such a heavy influence and they dated their mom or their mom dated them. Now they can't do nothing without running it past their mama. So if they married or they trying to get married, now it creates friction between them.
But also, them the same dudes that got to run everything past their girlfriend. And them same dudes got to run everything past their wife. Say, I make sure my wife straight first. You can't lead. Like
they leading from the back.
Well, let me tell you something, man. Another thing, you watch Different World, right? Have you ever really analyzed the Dwayne and Whitley dynamic?
I don't think so, but break it down for us.
Well, in season 5, the last season, right? Before it went off, he got a job at Kanisha, the Bat Boy, Grammar Boy. But prior to that, he was trying to get on being a manager in one of the engineering programs, right? And his ex before Whitley was Keanu, the little Chinese girl. So she came back. They brought her back. She interviewed him basically, and she was saying basically, the guy that we hired is better than you. But Dwayne for the first 3 or 4 seasons, 2 or 3 seasons, top math, top everything, because he couldn't get no play from women until he got with Colonel Taylor's daughter. Because he loved Denise, and Denise wouldn't give him no play. He got with Colonel Taylor's daughter. She said he was doing too much. Then he got with Whitley. You know what I mean? And he was crushing on the whole time. But the thing is, the point I'm trying to make is, they had him so focused on his career, on his career. You know what I mean? That once he got with Whitley, his focus became Whitley. Get what I'm saying?
So it was this, but now
It was the whole focus was
hard
her.
switch. Yeah.
Just like a season, I guess was season 3 or something. I believe they said when they got engaged, because she was getting ready to leave to go to New York. Will you marry me? You know what I mean? He ain't had no plan. He just, would you marry me? Because he didn't want to lose her. You know what I mean? Then the whole time, he like, oh, I love the young brothers. I'm not gonna take the big boy job at Kanisha. I'm gonna stay here for another year, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna work. You know what I'm saying? He took the focus off of being the best he can be to run behind Shorty. You know what I mean? So in season 5, when he was trying to get a job, they said they gave it to somebody else who was bigger, better, faster, whatever. Whitley was his downfall. It wasn't her fault. So when I say that to people say, well, you trying to blame the woman. I'm not blaming her. Him, because he was so focused. And that's why his mom was like, don't marry her. She loved Whitley at the end, you know what I'm saying? But she was like, don't marry her, chick mom, you know what I'm saying? Miss Thing, don't marry Miss Thing.
Because he lost his focus.
It's indirect. You have to watch it. You have to kind of. I pull back layers when I watch shows.
Yeah, I never paid
But
attention.
the girl that his mama liked for him was Kimberly Reese. The dark skinned chick who was gonna be a doctor. Her whole focus on the show after her season and her fake pregnancy was the focus on being a doctor. Everything was about her going to doctor, working all those jobs. You know what I mean? The focus went on the glitz and the glamour. So you imagine what if Dwayne would have got with somebody just, you know what I'm saying?
Just as focused as he was.
Yeah.
Changed his trajectory.
That's the point I'm trying to make. But so now go back to these moms, you know what I mean? When you're not teaching your son how to stay on his focus, like, it's some old moms in there. I can name a list of them. It's some old moms in there, but the best moms are the ones be like this, you ain't got time for little girls. On little girl, you got to do schoolwork. On little girl, you got to do chores. So you make him making him a strong person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that discipline, y'all.
It's all about the discipline. I mean, I know I went all about some things, and it's kind of like everything kind of tied into each other. But I said it for a reason. But a lot, because I just see it all the time, and I see, the men ain't where they supposed to be because ain't no men. But the crazy thing is, the focused men, women don't want the focused men.
They want the gun-toting ones.
Yeah, they don't want the men who are focused. So therefore, you have kids with guys who ain't focused. Or you put kids on guys who are focused. You put a kid on a guy who focused, he's not gonna veer off his focus for that. You know what I mean? Because he's thinking about the bigger picture. Because what I say, his $50,000 pays for everything.
Her 50, just her 50.
Her 50, just her 50.
Do you think there's anything we can do? Do you think there's anything we can do to combat this, or like what can we do to change course or anything?
Well, see, instead of we say everybody just need to mind their business. Okay, perfect example. I saw some in the news today. They was talking about Kyrie Irving. Oh, his baby mama ain't, I guess, fundamentally black or whatever. I don't know what she is. You know what I mean? But this man give half his salary to helping all these people out. but you're gonna get mad at him.
It ain't good enough.
It ain't good enough because you're gonna get mad at him because he ain't got no black wife. But the lady that y'all elected to be the vice president of the United States ain't got a black husband, and no one has a problem with that.
It's that double standard.
Then,
Go on, sis.
shouted from Lakiki she was on Saturday Night Live. She announced that she's pregnant, and everybody was happy, congrats, salute. And then somebody said, well, y'all promoting single motherhood again. She ain't got no husband, no XYZ, blah blah blah.
She got money,
but she got money, right? Right?
She got money though.
She got money, so she gonna be straight, right? But these the same people that be mad at Future for having babies, but he got money, right? But
It's different.
It's different.
Nick Cannon too.
And they gonna say it's different because he don't spend no time. Well, shouting the dude, she ain't got no. I mean, I don't know. I'm not talking bad about them. I'm just saying you see the disparities in our in our conversation. That's why the conversations aren't really had. The conversations are not because they're not genuine
at all.
They're all finger pointing.
Yep. Jesus Christ. Every time I see one of these celebrities get pregnant, and it ain't never no marriage attached. It ain't never.
Because when the women do it, it's like it's all love wins.
It's congratulated.
But when the guy do it, here he go again.
He's supposed to know better, basically.
Yeah.
Man. One day I'll be having hope we're going to get it together. But it's crazy that you pointed that out because now that you even said that all of the ones in their 30s with the college degree, they the ones having the kids. It's a few of them I know they was married for a short amount of time, but it didn't work out because it was the dude's fault. He was doing whatever.
He was cheating.
And I'm like, you ain't. They got all this intuition, but it don't never kick in when before it get real and they recreate these situations. So I'm like, what? You know what? That's women business, right? But hell, women can't even take care of women business. So I don't know what we really gonna do. Hey man, y'all join the conversation. What y'all think about this? Do y'all know any boy moms? Any of these situations? It's now, man. I'm gonna go through and make a list of all the women I know. How many married? How many got sons? How many? And I think I'm actually afraid because I'm thinking I can name probably 10 right now off the top of my head.
Hey, and then somebody gonna come back with what I said, right? But I'm gonna leave you out with this, and I'm gonna give it to Lonnie too as well, so he can we can upload the contents of this.
7 to 10 high school valedictorians are girls. For every one male college graduate over the next 5 years, there's going to be 2 female college graduates. 93% of mass shooters are men, 3 times more likely to overdose, 4 times more likely to commit suicide, 12 times more likely to be incarcerated. They do worse in single-parent households. For some reason, girls have the same outcomes in a dual-parent household versus a single. We have more single-parent households. Our education system is biased against men on a behavior-adjusted or boys on a behavior-adjusted basis are twice as likely to get suspended for the same infraction as a girl. 2/3 to 80% of all primary and secondary teachers are women, and understandably, they're going to champion little girls who they see themselves in. So young men just have the deck stacked against them. If you walk down the avenue that is America, 1 in 3 men under the age of 30 will not have had sex in the last year. And people hear the word sex and their brain fires different ways. But sex is a key step to the elemental foundation of any society, and that's a relationship.
There you have it, folks.
So I played that clip because men champion for men. Men want to see each other win regardless. I can't wait for those moms to see their sons win. But those moms got to give their sons the tools to win.
And we see they don't have them. Yeah. That's just all I have on the closing argument there. That's
Hey, man, look. I'm the Flash.
Comedian Lonnie.
And these are my perspectives.
Amen.
We out.
Peace.